I came very close to taking this TUDOR Black Bay 36 S&G home last month, but it didn't quite check all my boxes. Instead, I ended up buying this ROLEX DateJust 36. This is a side-by-side comparison video of the two for those who are deciding between these two watches. Aside from the brand, one major difference between the two watches is the material. They both have a very similar steel and gold look. On the BlackBay 36 S&G, only the bezel, the crown, and the end links are made out of solid gold. The rest of the gold you see on the bracelets are all capped, meaning that TUDOR apply a relatively thick layer of gold to wrap around a block of steel. This is different to the DateJust 36 because Rolex uses solid gold. This helps to bring the cost of the TUDOR down, but deep down, you know you are paying double the price mainly for the brand and not the material, as I highly doubt that the extra gold on the Rolex can justify 2 times the price of the TUDOR. The BlackBay 36 S&G only comes with a smooth bezel, whereas you can get the DateJust in either a smooth or a fluted bezel. For a two-tone model, I personally would prefer the fluted bezel because I think it suits the style of the watch more. So this is a no-brainer for me. The DateJust is my preferred option out of the two. But I can see why would the BlackBay 36 stand out for those who prefer a more understated look. But then again, you can opt in for a smooth bezel on the DateJust, so this cannot be the deciding factor. Next is the bracelet. Again, the BlackBay 36 S&G only comes in a Jubilee style bracelet. The DateJust, however, offers two options, a sportier oyster style and a classic Jubilee bracelet. I like the Jubilee for a smart casual look, so I am pretty indifferent between the two watches. Going back to my previous point on the TUDOR being a more understated watch, the same can be said on the bracelet. Notice only 2 of the 3 center links on the TUDOR are in gold, whereas all 3 mid links on the Rolex are made out of solid gold. I'm not saying one is better than the other, but I think we can all agree that the TUDOR Black Bay 36 S&G is more understated than the DateJust. Another thing that differentiates the TUDOR bracelet from the Rolex is that the gold links you see here on the TUDOR are capped, whereas all the gold links you see on the DateJust are solid gold. If you polish the TUDOR bracelet often enough, the cap gold would eventually wear off and you may end up with a stainless steel bracelet. But I don't think this should be a big concern, as it will probably take many polish to get to that stage. Also, the Jubilee style bracelet can hide scratches really well, so I don't think you need to polish it a lot in the first place. By the way, please subscribe and hit the bell icon if you want to stay updated. I will be doing more videos like this in the future. The case profile of the two watches are very similar. I didn't get a chance to measure the thickness, but it seems like the Rolex is a little bit thicker than the TUDOR. I think that the crystal and the case back of the Rolex stick out a bit more, making it look a bit taller than the TUDOR Black Bay 36 S&G. If anyone knows the exact thickness of the two watches, please let me know, as I will be very interested to know. Next is the clasp, which is a love-hate relationship for me. I prefer the look of the Rolex more because the two-tone style carries all the way through, whereas the TUDOR looks a little bit odd because the two-tone design suddenly disappeared. It just doesn't flow nicely to fit the rest of the bracelet, and I feel like it was misplaced from a steel watch. When it comes to functionality, hands down the BlackBay 36 S&G wins by miles. This is because there is a T-Fit system which enables users to fine-tune the adjustment on the fly without any tool. The DateJust doesn't have this feature, but instead, it just has the standard single position adjustment system. If you want to micro-adjust a little bit more, you will need a spring bar tool to do that. I couldn't find the plain champagne dial on the TUDOR for this comparison video, but I did check out the champagne dial with the diamond set. I do prefer the palm motif dial on my DateJust because it makes the dial a little bit more interesting, and the color of the dial seems to be a little bit lighter than the one on the TUDOR. The DateJust 36 also addressed all of the negative points I have on the BlackBay 36 S&G dial, which I have already discussed in my hands-on review. You should probably head over to watch it now. Cheers.